Greetings, everyone. Everything's set on. Need a little bit of break of creating the Italian video that I'm trying to do for Age of Empires 3. So far, I've gotten 74 slides completed. In comparison, my Mongol video I did for AoE4 was 51 slides, and I'm still it'll be a pretty big video once it finally comes. I guess it's probably gonna be 2 hours runtime if I would hazard a guess right now of what's good, what's bad, and how it would change the Italians Age of Empires 3. Save the preview. Double check my. It's good to go. So let's go get started. Any replays? So we'll just start from the top. Greetings, everyone, and Grade here for another Heroes Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the red French, blah. We got Grand Admiral Ron, if I'm butchering that well enough. Spawn top right side as the blue Hausa. We got Iwo. When it comes to natives and map for people to ally with, we have nothing. Just a bunch of these reindeer. Plus, we've got a trading post here, which is being manned by a guy pulling a cart, pulling a horse who's pulling a cart. I suppose also down here there's some ox, or musk ox. Aren't ox technically like neutered male cows? So the ox, maybe, right? I saw a video talking about all the different types of cow, so I may be mistaken about that. Maybe that's just ox in. I'm thinking of. I thought oxen was just a plural term for ox. But either way, looks like the house of players going for the village doggos. No deck selected just yet. No deck selected just yet. Oh, one shipment now available for the French, and he does go for the 1v1 deck, which does include. Oh boy, are we going to see some sort of stupidly healthy French village play? Looks like it's going to be, it has possibility going to be a prolonged H2 or it could be a fast H3. Hard to say, because the only thing that's really required for a fast H3 is the 700 coin chip. That's really it. But quite a bit of cards here, so it may go for a prolonged H2. H3 looks like pretty much standard French. Overall, it just seems overall like a standard French deck with pioneers. For the house of, we got the less rush. Does it mean he's going to rush less or make rushes less effective? A lot of H2 cards, has the 700 coins, so it could be a straight H3. Counter cavalry tactics, Fulani archer combat. We got the Team Singali's riflemen, all the buff up cards. Photo tactics as well. Likely both sides gonna go for their light infantry, light cavalry composition. The French, of course, have good access to their unique heavy cav, the cuirassier. Excuse me. And looks like the Frenchman does tame Buck. While Blue will go ahead and get a Saskatu for 100 food. Which will, of course, give enough food to age on up. We got the Songhai, which does include the Songhai Raider's big buttons, so he is perhaps going to eye for some aggression. Or at least get a contingent force to be aggressive. Because the best way to be defensive is be on the offensive. The opponent can't push out and attack you if they're stuck in their base, protecting their villagers. Let's see, 240 health, 342 health, so the Frenchman is much more healthy at the moment. They have the same melee attack at the moment. Never really know. Let's see. Is it Amir or Raz? I think it's Raz for the Hausa, right? Or Hasua. I really need to sit down and look how to pronounce that name. Is it Hausa or Hasua? I have no idea. I should really sit down and take a look at it. My stream may. This computer. Pick my other computer. Looks fine enough. That's why I have two computers for streaming. One to monitor, one to also monitor. There's a backup monitor. All it being a laptop screen, not being a monitor. Wait. The Frenchman's also aging up with the Quartermaster to get a bunch of quarters.
Hi.
Quartermaster does give him a nice shipment of wood. Is it 4 or 500? It's 400 wood. Very nice. Wood is the slowest gathered on up. Collecting up naturally by 0.5. Very handy indeed. He's also going for the various initial gang saw. You have the university here providing 1.5 oons per second. He could pull out another university here and trading posts as well. Got the Palace of Amina, which of course gives him one palace builder, including provided from the university. I get by the exact amount, however. Also got tokens of influence here. A group of raiders now on the field, ready to roll. And we got the round of javelin riders as well. There is the palace. Gideon Hajia. Barracks not going up against the raiders. Pikemen and musketeers are a good option. French players going for a round of musketeers and a very fine coat. They know as well when it comes to French villagers. They have range resist rather than melee resist. Actuality, when it comes to resisting melee, since regular villagers have melee resist rather than range resist, right? Couriers de Bois and the regular settlers have the same durability when getting hit by melee attacks. That is a large number of raiders. I was not paying attention. Just got around javelin riders and then use the big button there. We got a massive attack force here to be pushing forward with. He could split up. Actually, it looks like they move the same speed. Usually one cavalry moves faster than the other. The French player has to be very defensive. A round of pikemen wouldn't be half bad, as well as more musketeers. Got a round of Fulani archers on the build queue. And we got the scout moving up the hill. Red's pushing down here. There are no hunts down here. Well, we got a hunts over here for blue. No hunts down here for red, which is... We'll save red a little bit of pain. This trade post may go down. Raiders do have decent siege damage for their cost. Raiders, of course, have pathetically bad siege damage, like all light cavalry. good number of musketeers, but that may be overwhelmed by this force. They all have range resist, so the melee damage should be good. Gets a nice volley there. French villagers now eating some more of the delicious caribou. I wonder how caribou tastes. There's some Fulani archers, light infantry units. They're more closer to counter unit. They have high attack speed, low damage, good multipliers. Not full skirmish multipliers, but 75% is better than is close enough to 100% in most situations. French villager standing engaged. He does have the incredibly high hit points. Yeah, he's not going to be rated relatively soon. We'll talk about that more a little bit later. Musketeers now sit in melee. I don't see a single carcass of dead villagers for the French. Also, player has 3 villagers. Opponent has 24 French villagers. Also, are higher value than the French or than the regular villagers. Additionally, okay, now they got a queue of the villagers going. There was like a slight delay in queue for the Hausa. Flying archers gain some damage on that villager. Oh, 40% range resist and nearly at 360 health. He's hardly going to take any damage. So yeah, it looks like the French player has research pioneers, does not have wilderness warfare to give them even more health. But those French villagers now have 360 health. Like I said, they have similar durability to regular villagers in melee, but that extreme amount of health at right now plus 100% health, they will stand on quite a bit of beating any source, whether it be melee or range. In this case, especially range, because or calculate the 40% range resist, take 360 health, times it by 1.4 effectively. Which would approximately 300 times 40 be 120 plus 60, 40%. That be less than 30. Let's just get 25 top of it off my health. Offhand, at 155 health, round. Let's round it. Let's say it's going to be around 600 effective health versus range attacks. Versus Fulani Archer, who does 9 damage per attack. Of course, my offhand math is generally incorrect. Fulani Archers, of course, do have some 5% multiplier versus heavy infantry, pushing their damage 5%, effectively plus 7, 16 damage, twice attack speed as normal. So they're basically twice as effective as a crossbowman. Which is not hard to be twice effective of a crossbowman. They do cost 105 resources. Similar to the musketeers, 100 resources, but costing gold was also cheaper than wood. Howdy. What is low is low? Talking about the level of the players? Or is my volume low? We got some Gyrots shooting their horns, Fulani archers backing on off, and Hussars there to help engage Fulani archers. Very, very good choice. The Gyrots, of course, can stun a handful of those Hussars. Slow down a little bit. A lot of free damage here on the retreat. Over here, we do have the raiders engaging the French villagers. Looks like some of the house of villagers are going on down as well. And we got some levied spearmen here. Levied spearmen are heavy infantry. They're kind of like the sentries available to the Asian dynasties. In other words, the unit don't really want to pull in the field, but they can be useful. So yeah, mostly of our light infantry force playing a handful of levied spearmen to engage the units, so not a bad idea. Musketeers not engaging the raiders, Hussars engaging the raiders. Has a number of javelin riders there, a decent counter cav unit. They're definitely a cheaper version compared to a Dragoon. Since I've been doing that Italian video I've been mentioning, once you write stuff down, it's really hard locking memory of memorizing stats. Comparing a Javelin Rider to a Dragoon, Javelin Riders and H2 have 22 damage, Javelin Riders have only 10, but twice attack speed, so effectively 20, so they do less damage. The health is, let's see, Dragoon's health is with a range resist of 20%. So 40 less health, 10% less range resist. But of course, dragoons do cost 200 resources in total, and while this guy has only a 115 cost. So pretty cheap alternative to the dragoon. Definitely much more spammable, and probably a bit more cost effective. Raiders now engaging couriers.
Votre ordre?
Couriers des boys.
Prêt, votre ordre? Oui. Prêt.
Got around
Prêt.
before trying to pursue forces.
Votre ordre?
6 Hussars, of course, would
Oui.
easily defeat the Raiders. Now we do have the hand cavalry hit points being for the French. Probably a good idea to not go with the crossbowmen. It's hard to make crossbowmen any useful. They're effectively only useful against light cavalry. They're only equally effective on 1v1 versus heavy infantry, but he's not fighting against heavy infantry, so. Excuse me again. Going for his cavalry combat,
Votre ordre?
cavalry attack, team cavalry attack, and cavalry hit points. Making his Hussars effectively early H2 Hussars, or H3 Hussars. Raiders to take a bit of damage there. The house player is almost completed H3, going for that kin. Not research Gassina. We don't see spice trade either. As H3, a lot of things you can go for. Going for the ×8 Dragon Rider. Also going for the Akim Palm Oil Exports. And Elite Range Warriors. In a granary. Research there. Songhide Raid is available once again. Up north, we got the Hussars coming for a raid themselves. We'll lose a couple of the villagers. You can go with the Songhide Raid to get a quick reinforcement. But the Hussars are really high quality at the moment, so the Raiders would not win the fight. Down Riders now trying to sprint back home or gallop back home in order to help protect his villagers. They have the same movement speed as those Hussars. Good round of musketeers now pulled in the field. More elite javelin riders here. And these Hussars push forward once again to their death. Just 2 javelins thrown there. Over here, Raiders push forward. They will find the veteran musketeers. Oh, I didn't realize the French player with H3. He must win for the fast age of politician. Crassier on the build queue. Riders engaging the musketeers, which they will out, but the Gyrots are causing an issue. Just got now around skirmishes here that would be generally pretty useful. If his opponent's going for light infantry, light cavalry, and the academic novas, which are heavy infantry, skirmishers are generally a good option. They either be equally effective or super effective. Did lose his musketeers here, going for a shipment of skirmishers bow ×8. Soon have 13. Skirmisher does have more queued on up, has plenty of food, just need a little bit more coin. Also has idle villagers here, that's not good. The army's around trying to find an opportunity to engage. Hussars, Asian villagers, does have the African equivalent to the very fine coat. Oh, villagers, there we go. There they go. Cavalry Riders now trying to engage. Of course, the palace here does do a little bit of bonus damage versus cavalry, 50% bonus damage. And over here, we've got a decent sized force, good number of skirmishers here. Skirmishers right now, veteran skirmishers have 18 damage, 2 range, and of course 144 health. Fulani archers right now, the elite Fulani archers do have 11 damage, 17 range, and twice attack speed, so effectively 22 versus 8 damage. 144 health versus 150 health, 20% range resist versus 30% range resist. So the skirmishers will be more durable, while the Fulani archers do have a higher damage. The skirmishers move to the first strike off. So they're very comparable, and we've got the French villagers on the Second Amendment now engaging, having also even higher range resist, even higher health, and one that does go down. Good focus fire there by blue. This will give red skirmishers plenty of extra room to work with, and also force blue into a fight. Of course, the skirmishers are also super effective versus those Cavalry Riders as well. Also, it's down to 16 villagers, not good. He could try getting a second town set out to even out the village count, because we got 38 Frenchmen versus 16 Africans. Yeah, that's just, even just by sheer number, let alone the French village is also more effective than a center villager. It's a big problem for the Hausa player. He does have, okay, he just sold off some livestock. He does have 3 cattle, which is not a lot at the moment. Recently, it looks like bought some wood, or sell one of the cows for some wood. The coin livestock market is at maxed out. The market is maxed out, while the course cattle is not. So this one's pretty well fattened. The game volume's too loud. I can tone that down a little bit. Grass is torching down the greenery. Based on the bars, it seems like everything's fine. Tone it down just a slight amount. Raiders now engaging the couriers. Dragoons get a good volley on the raiders. Dragoons, of course, a little bit outnumbered. I say a little bit, I mean very severely. My archers now getting some hits on the dragoons. Some of the French villagers have gone down. Also plays now at 25 villagers. That was a really big spike change. He must have gone for a villager shipment. Yeah, he had times 10 or times 5 villager shipment. A lot of those Javelin Riders do go down. Good number of skirmishers. Blue right now doesn't really have a proper counter skirmishers. Yeah, this is like a 5 villages, 5 gear out. Yep.
Oui.
Villagers. Actually, not too much fun on the field. Red is more likely able to claim this. This one's untested, but hard for people to claim that. Red's also going to send a map over here, eating some more of the fauna. Most of the houses closes on food as well. Bit on wood. Going for a round of raiders. Dragoons push way forward with some skirmishers. Cuirassiers now mix on in. Got a decent sized force both sides, but the raiders being picked off there. I just get some of the dragoons. Dragoons may go down. Raiders engage the cuirassiers. which is not good for Raiders. Crash is just super high quality. Crash is now being hit by the Gem Riders. Your odds and Flying Archers now push way forward. Flying Archers need to hit those Dragoons. It's able to keep them out cost effectively that way. Gem Riders may want to fall back a little bit, but he's simply running out a little bit of steam. Dragoons. Raiders did take away a bit of fire from the skirmishers, but now they hit the Goblin Riders. Dragoons do find angle as well, trying to avoid the Flying Archers. Flying Archers not really focusing down all too much, but also in skirmishers. Not many skirmishers remaining. Looks like Blue will eke out a victory here, but it'll be a Pyrrhic victory. And seeing his economy is worse off than his opponent, it's not a good victory. So he may be able to claim these hunts and these beavers. Or muskrats. More Javelin Riders being pulled in the field, as well as a round of skirmishers and dragoons. Got 2 idle falconets here for the French. That's not good. That is a substantial amount of firepower not being utilized. Either these players can go for a Cherokee Rifleman, a native skirmisher, maybe the only native in this map. Dragoons do get a volley there on those villagers. Went to melee mode. Dragoons full damage versus villagers in melee. No negative multiplier there. Plus have higher attack speed while at it. Of course, these villagers do have a little bit of melee armor. Dragoons trying to engage these raiders. They do have 7.25 moon. Looks like some of the villagers are getting hit. French villagers taking a bit of damage there. Dragoons pushed forward, got a round of falconets, now finally engaged. It's great following them on those Flying Archers. Losing a good number of them. We will fall on back. French player has 39 villagers versus opponent's just 30. French player's economy is still significantly better. Outside player is now going for a round of 3-4 falconets himself that will spend all of his influence. I don't know why. I thought that sound effect was a petard sitting in that granary. I'm just going crazy. Falconets straightforward with a little escort at the moment.
Ready.
We'll get a good volley on those skirmishers. Dragoons can set on those falconets. Raiders now engaging them. Red's falconets now engaging. Blue's falconets straightforward. Blue's falconets do get a good volley on the Red's falconets. Red does take out only one falconet, while both of Red's falconets have been destroyed. So Crassius find an angle onto those falconets, rip them apart. Not much of Blue force here to remain engaged in anything here. One Crassier may go down to one last shot. No, it does not. Blue's claimed that hunt over there, and there's not many hunts left in the field. That one Crassier pushed forward and got wiped out, as I thought he was going to be. Red is deployed a mill there. Didn't want to take time to build it back at home. Red Riders push along the flank. Got some skirmishers here. Generous muskrats can be picked up by one of those villagers. Raiders are trying to engage those skirmishers, but I've got some cuirassiers for escort. Cavalry riders there. Skirmishers now going to be shanked by the villagers, and everything else engaging those by those skirmishers. Red's force is circling around. And Blue's villagers here may go down. I don't really see a proper escape path for them, and Blue's army here is not large enough to engage those villagers. I'm gonna take some losses there on those villagers. It has more cuirassiers push forward, and this is going to be a massive loss for Blue. Blue does lose everything there. Down to 17 villagers. This one's at 40. So the French player is in a really good position. But, like I mentioned beforehand, most of the local fault on the map has been cleaned on up. Both players need to start eyeing them for their secondary economy. But looks like got plenty for food per second. It's not bad at the moment. Like there's one too many livestock in this livestock market. Also, player right now has 16 villages on wood. He builds an outpost. He is desperate if he's going for an outpost right now. Maybe trying to go for some outlaws. Let's see. Desert Raiders are the heavy cavalry. Or he can employ on the field, which they do siege damage. Let's see, what's this? Royal Banquet and Mercenary Stratus. I forgot there's also the mercenary structure as well. Oh wait, no, he's going for some Black Riders, which is like how the Stratus over here. That is just outlaws and defensive structure, no mercenaries. I saw this thing. He's going for mercenaries. He sold off, looks like, all the livestock for the influence to get out these mercenaries. This is maybe a desperate mercenary. Timbuktu Chronicles. I'm not sure what Timbuktu Chronicles does. Akin Gold Economy. This is a lot of mercenaries, light and heavy cavalry. This is a Lancer variant. He's going for 10 of these stratus. He had a lot of influence. Credits, you can see here, they do 56 damage. Oh, I guess they don't have, or they're not technically Lancer. No. They're just basically times 2 Hussar. For the cost of 3 population or 300 influence, which I think is usually 300 coin, could be about that. There's a gold mine, probably shipped on in from that one upgrade. That will of course give him quite a bit of coin to work with. A round of Black Riders as well. Population as well, 270, 40 damage per shot. And age 3 Dragoons. These veteran Dragoons he's fighting against, which also does have various other shipment cards improve the damage. We're doing 26 damage, so these Black Riders effectively times 2 Dragoon. Stratus push forward. Black Riders should just stay back against the skirmishers, but keep nearby so engage any sort of heavy cav that may show up. Looks like something's slowing down the formation, and the mercenaries now pushing forward. This is a substantial army. Got 108 population versus 76, but this is all mercenary. Additionally, you've got 23 villagers versus 45, so 60 military units versus 50 something. So the army size seems very similar. A lot of mercenaries. Dragoons push forward, gets a good volley on the strata. He should try pulling back those individual stratas. I don't think they have health regen as a passive ability, but Gyrots, of course, can heal them up quite nicely. Black Riders could stand around and fight. They have great combat sense. They have melee armor rather than range armor, which is a bit of a problem for them. But they do have good health. More Black Riders. A number of pikemen here, veteran pikemen, more skirmishers and dragoons, and got some French villagers may go down. A number of these guys are actually quite wounded as well. Hakan and Kanoba should try hitting those pikemen. Everything else should just keep its distance. Black Riders, of course, can use those guys as well as meat shield. And some of the stratas are engaging. Luckily, the pikemen here in Swan Close, he was able to successfully engage. Cuirassiers push forward. Black Riders are ripping them apart. We've got some exposed villagers over there. They only have concealment. Stratas now try and engage the skirmishers successfully. There's armor will be cleaned up there. Musketeers, the Kanobas can turn around and fight, which they are. Dragons being hunted down. Tries to move at a pretty good speed as well as same speed as light cavalry. He shall peel off these Kanobas in a different formation so his cavalry can move around at full speed, which he does. Skirmishers get a good volley there. These mercenaries moving down south. Still does not know about these villagers here. Very exposed. Nothing to protect them once he spots them. Stuff in this coin mine. Almost half of it, so it's lasting a decent amount of time, and blue will find all these French villagers, which will be a massive loss for red. He is soon to be down below 40 villagers, points at 27. Going for more Black Riders as well. Dragoons to get more breathing room. More Black Riders there. Also engaged Air Palace. Got two livestock markets, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. You can clearly see which one's a better livestock market. More Gyrots, it's probably a good idea to keep those mercenaries healed on up. And the French player Ploy does not have, I don't remember if the French can get agents or assassins. Either way, he does not even have a church or some spies to shank those mercenaries. Falconet deployed in the field, which he's only been seeing a good number of cavalry, not enough infantry units to warrant a falconet, unless he wants to use it to destroy buildings, which would make a bit more sense. And mortar's not available in H4 unless you have a card for it, which he does not have a card for it. Outpost being employed in a very cinematic position. I agree.
Votre ordre?
I think it'd be a good idea to evacuate these French villagers. It's way too vulnerable there. A large number of plantations here to collect up some coin. They're providing a nice amount of coin per of the villagers. He is using the falconet to torch down some stuff. Not torch down, bust down, break stuff down. Got good enough gears here, so all of these mercenaries are probably very well healthy. Guys trying to engage all the skirmishers, but here comes the Black Riders. Duking the falconet. Got a number of skirmishers here, which are the Black Riders are light cavalry. Not a whole lot of skirmishers though. Black Riders have melee armor rather than range armor, which is a bit of a problem for them. They don't resist their counter. Couple stratouts now push forward and engage with skirmishers. Black Riders may be better off to go to melee mode. I don't know what the melee damage is, but they can. If they go to melee mode, they will utilize their melee armor rather than range attack. Lack of range armor. Blue does come out ahead there. Of course, got the outpost here, which does do 50% more damage versus all cavalry. The Emir is now being redeployed. Oh, everything's getting queued up quite. A number of Fulani archers there, very nice. Looks like he's going for a weird light infantry, light cavalry composition. Mercenary light cavalry is not exactly common for for most players. It's very rarely ever see mercenaries deployed on large numbers. Mercenary shipments are one thing, but mercenaries trained is another matter. And we got the outpost here. I just assumed the watchtower. I assume we're going to see some outlaws, in which desert raiders are not bad. Desert raiders are pretty good, though I don't know how the house can reduce their population consumption, because desert raider archers have 3 population consumption, and Europeans are able to knock it down by 2 with the theater houses, making them a staple unit, and they're a pretty good staple unit. Also has a shipment available. Falconets push way forward. What did I hear? Was there just a tree making a very large amount of sound? 3? Emir did take quite a bit of damage there. Emir is classified. No, Emir is classified as light range, not heavy cavalry. I think it's the Brahmin now classified heavy cavalry. Got some culverins in point of field, as well as the selective logging, which I'm assuming improves wood collection rate. I'm about ready to sleep. Excuse me. And the cows are pretty well fattened. If they're fully fattened, they provide extra influence 0.65 influence is quite significant. See here, these guys are mostly fat and providing +3. Soon, all these guys are doubling out his influence. Which will give him quite a bit of extra resources to work with. Over inspiring away. And great hit there on those falconets. Push way forward there, but slowly. But now plenty archers here support. Does take out all the falconets. The culverins now don't really have any good targets left for them. Don't worry about bringing them forward. Back them up and push them way forward later. Go over up in research. Elite lifted knights being put on in. Swinging plow. That's a farm research.
Umarni?
Now that 0.63. I really don't know any of the African nations upgrades. Improved his food collection, although providing at 0.7 delicious food. French player's not aging up, has enough coin to age up, needs a bit more food. Nearly 60 villagers versus 52. The House of players being quite good, having pretty much a poor economy the entire game. And I always feel like these fields are far worse off than mills. I need to look up what makes them okay. Because mills provide at what, 0.67 food per second? Native American farms provide 0.5. And I think the fields have like point, which is horrible. Excuse me. More Stratits. Champion range warriors, so now his Fulani archers are champions. Age 4 there. Going for Tycoon should give him 1,000 coin rebate. Got a large number of raiders there. He's going to try. His opponent is lacking enough anti-heavy cav. So if he just goes for a mass swarm, he should be fine. 0.64, 164 versus 107. The French player has not recovered his deployment. In fact, he's still not deploying anything. He has a large resource bank. He sees his army. He needs to start deploying out a. Most I see a bunch of light cavalry, but there's not a heavy cavalry mix on in. Anything will do. Cuirassier seems like a pretty good option to me. He's going for more Dragoon Skirmisher, standard composition. And we got some of these villagers getting raided once again. Let's push right forward. Auburn firing away. French player is now aged up, has of course 1,000 coins sitting at his town center ready to be collected. Stratits push me forward. Still got a number of mercenaries here from blue. Still has. Oh, he has some Pandurs. Pandurs are a counter skirmisher unit. He does not have counter infantry rifling to give him counter skirmisher rifling, but these guys should be very useful as skirmishers, having an additional 250% bonus damage versus light infantry. Raiders now push way forward as well. They're also a counter skirmisher unit. Raiders getting distracted by the plantation. Fulani archers push way forward. Endurers trying to find some targets. but they're hitting the dragoons. They do less damage versus heavy cav. They are counter skirmisher unit, not a light infantry unit. They do bonus damage versus light infantry and counter skirmishers. Either way, it looks like Red has backed up the game. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching. On to the next. Before I get started next replay, I do need a restroom, so I'm going to take time and restart the game. Do back to help prevent the sound bugs. Accomplish kill two birds with one stone, pretty much. That was also like an hour-long game. Bruce, Italy. On January 24th. Yeah, that's today. And let's go. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. On the right side as the Blue Russians, we have CEO of Age of Empires 3. On the left side as the Red Italians, we got Sushi Hut. Really looks like he's invested some wood into the market. He may do the same with the house. And we do already have a deck selected for the French Italian. Probably because the last game had French. The number one deck, let's see now. Infantry hit points and hand attack. No broken lance, none of the mercenary companies in Age 2. So not going to be fast fortress because there's no coin shipment here. Does have a number of the Lombard cards. Food Lombard investments are probably the worst of the investments you can go for as the Italian. Because it's best you mainly deposit in food when you get a chance. If you because the other resources don't provide you any, actually doesn't provide you any value or real value compared to your village's work time. But depositing food does provide you quite a bit of value. I'm making a Italian's Age of Empires 3 video, and I can probably explain that a little bit more. But overall, the short answer when it comes to Lombards, what you should manually deposit in, you should try to either constantly manually deposit in food, but you should try to avoid manually depositing coin or wood because they don't give high enough returns based on your village's work time. Depositing food or wood or coin is into Lombards is more preferable than trying to buy and sell those items with the market. He is going for steel traps as well. Looks like he managed to find a good amount of treasures on the map to get the 2 food collection research going. We got the wood triple research with Russian. Let's see. Looks like standard Russian as the Boyar's fences will form a Czar, so it's actually not super standard Russian. But anything heavy in streetlets is pretty much standard Russian. Cavalry combat, noodle regiments. So maybe more infantry focus with some cavalry archer in return. He does have the Tsar Bombards. Tsar Bombards are basically Imperial Age Great Bombards. So they're great, but not super great. Or biased towards heavy cannons when it comes to all the late game artillery pieces. He does not have Freemasons as a card, which It's very fun to go for the what's called advanced fortifications, doubling the build limit of outposts and Freemasons. Is a pretty fun combo. Having your architects build 14 outposts for free. It's a pretty fun combo. We do also have the Florentine financiers. Wood deposits probably the best deposits shipments you can get for your Lombards. That's definitely good. While manually depositing wood into your Lombards is horrendously bad. Plays Arsenal. Oh, that's. But no hand mortar resource. These are the type 6 Grenadiers. That's a weird card to get on its own. You don't see that card all too often. He's going for the Advanced Politician with a meta key, which will, of course, let's see, provide him 1 additional villager, and of course makes the age up faster. Meta key provides what, 1 or 2 settlers and a Lombard, if I'm remembering correctly. We'll manage to get his upgrades going, getting a nice 18 villager age up because of that. His opponent's at 14, so he has a pretty good villager advantage. The Russian player does not have any villager cards. Russians get villager cards? Can't remember. I don't play Russians. Italians can't get villager cards. At 20 villagers. We got the Mango Grove put out next to his opponent's blockhouse. Does that provide vision? I have no idea. No. I'm not sure why he pulled the Mango Grove there, but he did. What blockhouse has been put on field? What did the Russian age up with? Was it Logistican? 35 population. 20? Yep, nope, he did not go Logistican, so I'm not sure what he aged up with. Got the recruit, now going forward, got a pretty good aggression, being involved with the Russian player. Hussars probably a bad choice against recruits, since they are musketeers, they have a bayonet. Passiveers are not good either, they're actually worse than a musketeer in 1v1 combat. Granted, these are recruits, which are musketeers, but still. With the officie. I'd say Pacifier is not bad, though. But, see the Russian player is being aggressive. You have to be defensive and apply some defense. Though the Hussars are doing pretty good counterattack there, so the Hussars were a good choice to harass the opponent's villagers. Got stable here, got multiple Lombards here. He has all 5 Lombards now in the field. Yes, looks like Manny depositing some coin, which is not a good idea. And going for gaslighting, a research we simply won't talk about. As well as mission fervor, so he's going for the church research to get extra villager production, extra villagers going. Got the frontier defenses. Nope, Cancer's going for the infantry points. Incomplete Lombard here, so he only has 4 Lombards at the moment, technically. Grove Rickshaw also aiding the advance somehow. Hussars coming in for another raid, very nice. Maybe around 4-6 wouldn't be half bad. It looks like they're in trample mode there. Birds don't have good torch damage, 16. Got some Italian musketeers here. More recruits being pulled in, very nice. Russian player, okay, going for, nope, does go for the villagers. 22 versus 32. Handful of villagers up here. Musketeers being pushed down south. This is where his barracks located at. Got some of these Cossacks here. Rest of these Cossacks falling on back. Recruits pushing down some of the Lombards. He's now down to 4 out of 5. Italian players going for fencing school. That's not exactly a card you want to go for right now. And we don't have the population support to all of this stuff. There isn't too much infrastructure. He's trying to go for some outlaws. On this map, you can get out some thuggies, which are excellent skirmish light infantry units, which are incredibly high in population cost. I think like 2 thuggies should be able to one-shot a recruit. They have like, what? 30-something damage? Yeah, I think 2 thuggies will one-shot a recruit. Got a round of Strelets here. Should be decent against the Musketeers. And okay versus Hussars. Villagers here getting hit as well. That's not good for the Russian player. We've got more Italian Musketeers pushing forward. And the Italian Explorer will go down. More recruits here. Up north, a couple of these Musketeers are falling back. It's got villagers still there. Who's still going around torching some stuff. It's investing heavily into collecting coin. He has a positive in there. He has not gone for the financiers. Oh, looks like militiamen were brought on in and gonna get killed off. Looks like they may have been at 1 health. Explorer here to draw some fire. Distract his opponent for about, let's see, 2 volleys, each one at 3, so approximately 6 seconds at bottom time for. Up north, we've got more recruits and the Streltsy. Streltsy should just engage the Musketeers. Hussars heading up north, trying to engage some villagers over here. Only 2 villages inside the town center, so it's not posing any threat to these recruits. Has villagers all up north, and now he's trying to evacuate north. Overall, the Italian player did a good job harassing his opponent's villagers. He has 40 villagers at the moment versus opponent's 27. But he did not properly defend here. He definitely should have gone for some of the outlaw skirmishers. There'd be 6 population each, but they're definitely worth it. 5 of them may have been enough to deal with all these recruits, give them enough proper micro. Oh, they had 135 health? 120 health. Ah, that's why they have increased hit points, but it didn't say like plus X hit points. Does that increase the base hit points? Look, it doesn't say plus something points. Maybe I'm just going crazy. A couple outposts being deployed out here. More Cossacks being deployed on in. Hussars getting some villager kills. The Russian players down to 24 versus 40. Outposts going on down. I was going for more frontier defenses. Basilica has gone down. We have, of course, now 2 outposts here and some militiamen. Talon players not backing out of the game. He has villagers everywhere, so his economy is still good. Yeah, his economy is still excellent. He has all resources deposited on in, which only increase his food generation. That's it. Because if you deposit both, if you deposit food, it gives you half amount in return in wood and coin. If you put wood and coin in, it'll give you half of each other's resource. Thus, your net profit, you will not gain any additional wood or coin. While you do have a higher food return rate, giving you only food in return. The actuality means you're not making any profit with you're only making food as a profit. Even though numerically you get more resources depositing wood or coin in, you actually, based on your labor loss of your villagers' collection rate, is you actually lose income by throwing wood in. You come out somewhat even, but still not great by depositing coin. And if you deposit food, you actually get a return, weirdly enough. I can pull up a slide I have making my Italian video that somewhat breaks it down. That's all I want. Oops, sorry, I hit my microphone. This cold weather is drying out my lips, so I've been constantly licking my lips. I need to get some chapstick. Hazara is taking a pretty sizable volley there from the recruits. Militiamen gain some good damage. Hazara is not getting off many village kills at 29 versus 47. Got some recruits over here. Villagers factor into the blockhouse. Does escape out in there. Safe enough for the time frame. Got another blockhouse here. And we got a good amount of blockhouses already on the field, so getting a lot of attrition damage as he starts moving through opponents' lands. Goes down the structure. Got some militiamen still here as well. Militiamen do have good damage output, 26. and tend to be very bulky because people just overkill them way too hard. This blockhouse may go up. Got some of the recruits pulling out their bayonets and engaging the hussars. Very nice. Very good micro there. You may lose a villager or two. Right now it's at 35 versus 52. Musketeers take some damage there. So we've got all these recruits here. Regison has done a great job harassing and in village production. But he's been losing these battles, which just causes some massive issues. He's unable to get a large enough arm to engage his opponent's arm because of that. He does have extra hit points at the moment, giving a little bit extra durability in his musketeers. And plus, he's taking a lot of attrition damage from these various units. He's also building these proxy barracks, but haven't been able to really capitalize on it. Lombard's going down. He still has positive many resources in here. Kind of plays now aging up to the bishop, which gives him a second talent center. Even better go for what's it called, the adventurer or marksman, whichever one gives him a bunch of passive ears, because he's fighting against a lot of heavy infantry. And even though he ages up, he will not have access to a proper skirmisher, because Burger Saliger are age 4. He needs falconets. The Grenadiers may be a good option as well. Actually, Grenadiers are probably his best option. The Falcons and the Grenadiers. Red's villagers even get a good volley there. Recruits. Bruce pushing way forward. Blue may want to eye for some more units with higher siege damage. He's going with the Reformist Czar, and I don't know what all if you can get from there. I know you can get counter dragoons, which are dragoons, not counter dragoons, that offer a little bit higher stats and a little bit bonus damage like cavalry, but nothing too nothing extreme as counter Jaegers or Chevonze. Chivavazone, or Chivavone, how to pronounce it. The Italian Slavs. Musketeers and a passive engaging. Raise losing the villagers here. Very nice little pick there for blue. Raise getting some villager kills, taking out the Lombards. They're a nice idea, but not actually super impactful. Because it's still not deploying out any of the thuggies. Maybe there's some sort of mercy you can get from the Lombards, but those are completely random, so I have no idea what you can get. He has some collection of books. That must have been from the Age Up, the Advanced Politician. If it increases your next age up, not your current age up. I always get that mixed up because the Aztec one affects your current age up. Something, a wagon went down. That may have been a covered wagon. No cover on that wagon. Who needs to focus down over here? There's a lot of villagers, a handful of musketeers. Clean up down here quite nicely. There's a barracks down here. Red's just being everywhere. But he is basically being everywhere. There's some Cossacks. They're not full for Chinook, who has bonus damage versus villagers, or really good torch damage. Musketeers trying to pulls out the bayonets, but there's too many recruits here to stop them. More musketeers there. There's this Italian up there. The Italian player's down 30 villagers, while the Russian player now is 37, and this is where Red will start rapidly collapsing, losing too many villagers. Got around Chelsea, not a bad idea. Musketeers do pull the bayonets. Right now they're at 18 damage per attack, while the Strelets have higher melee damage, higher DPS since they're twice attack speed. So maybe worse off to actually go into melee against Chelsea. Musketeers' damage output may be higher in melee as well, but I think they will receive more damage in return. Hard to say. Strelets are Strelets, which means they are dirt cheap. Red's losing more villagers here. Russian player has 34 villagers. His opponent is at 25. He has Malaya's Arsenal, which also gives... the Malaya's Arsenal is also more or less a booming card as well, since it will of course give them access to advanced Arsenal, make them all cheaper in half. It'll also give you more villagers. Looks like a red did back out of the game, I think. Zangrade saying, think of watching, and on to the next replay. I assume it doesn't say who technically won, but really red was just being pain in the butt. He was just not backing off when he could. So I'm giving that blue. For the game, double rush. Something about a rush times 2, maybe 2 game. The speed. Good. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. On the bottom right side is the blue Italians. We got General Spades, spawned as his yellow German ally. We've got one-handed Coyote Killer. Oh, they're not fighting against Aztecs, so he's going to be a weakness. No Coyote Runners to kill. But maybe some local doggo Treasure Guardians. On top left side is the red Maltese. We've got El Nino. I don't know how to pronounce Enya. My lips are too dry for it. And as well as the British, we got N18. On this map, there looks like appears to be only 2 native tribes. We got the Nuka settlement, to give you some I don't know how to pronounce that. Clubmen. They love to go clubbing with all their friends, such as the Nukta War Chief. He probably likes to go clubbing as well. And the other one is the Lama Rifleman. Well, I butchered that well enough. And pick up treasures and slowly gather from all natural resources except for mines and huntable animals. So no hunting, no mines, so wood and berry bushes? It says slowly, so I don't know how effective it is. Actual collecting. Because a lot of times when somebody says collect slowly, it means just equal to normal villagers. They don't cost population, they cost 130 each, so they're not one of the villager substitutes, so maybe it is slowly. Because usually native villager units do still cost 1 population rather than no population. Let's see, we've got a deck here. We've got the Musketeer deck as a Maltese, which they can't deploy on Musketeers, so probably Sentinels. For construction day ridden towers. Got the rockets for fire throwers. For light infantry unit, and Sentinels with their own rockets, so a lot of noob tubes. Call of Duty player. German player. We have a team card, Team Cavalry Attack. Got 2 H2 mercenaries, Lance Canucks, and the Wetton Allies, which is a native unit, Trabants, which are effectively papal guards. And a crossbowman. Is he going for like a crossbowman? Crossbowman fully placed. Ah, he's going for landwares. That's what he's doing. Oh, Team Solar Wagons. Another nice team card there. British. We got Solo Orc. I do see the Team Grenadier Guards, which doesn't affect fire throwers. See musket infantry hit points, grenade troop hit points. Fire throwers are classified as grenade troop, even though they're light infantry rather than heavy infantry. No other team cards though. Have the Hanover ally. Italian player, we got the stand deck. Does not have the Team Cavalry attack card. Don't see Team Lombard either. Nor the hunting ground, the fishing grounds card. Don't see any team cards. Points, Shavonze Swords, Broken Lance, Croatian, Albanian. I don't know really what to make of the deck. Yeah, he does have advanced Lombards. Maybe a fast fortress. He's up to the governor. We got the quartermaster. We got the quartermaster. And we got the governor. The two governors and two master of quarters. Red and magenta's heroes here. Both in North team heroes forward. Yellow's heroes right there. You also got a healer here. A Lombard deployed on in. Going for the steel traps now. No food deposit in the Lombard. Oh, got a number of sheep. I guess this map had a handful of sheep because it doesn't have the homestead card, providing him 7 sheep and 1 homestead wagon. Barracks, house. Got an outpost here from the governor. Barracks. With a day-ridden towers, effectively turning your outposts into block houses. His teammates also deploying some stuff here. We got a barracks and an outpost here for the Brits. Outpost will be deployed up by an outpost wagon. So red and purple are going to be aggressive. Blue and yellow will have to be either for defense. One outpost for the two. Basilica wagon here, very nice. And I do not know what outlaws the Italian player can get on this map. The civilization can probably deploy outlaws the easiest is probably the Italians. It's just sort of weird, but then again, if Age of Empires 2 taught me anything, the Continenary system made men, effectively another term for mercenary with a bit more negative connotation, leads me to believe that outlaws should be something that Italians should be more capable of using. Got 2 outposts here for the day-ridden towers. Got crossbowmen put on in the German player, +2 Ulan. Now we've got longbowmen, more longbowmen for the Brits. So maybe mainly playing some Shavonze. One Basilica would be half bad. Shavon, or how to pronounce them, Shivavon? I don't know how to pronounce it. The Slavs. But that is a 60-second shipment time for only 7 of them. Not cost effective, nor time efficient as well. He does bring a pile of coin. Livestock pen. I guess he collected enough sheep to warrant the deployment. Livestock pens actually get built the quickest of all the architects, or the buildings for the architect. Building it 5 seconds faster than a house. Age 3, the bishop, of course, will give him a covered wagon. Blue has pinged here. Ulan's getting parked by the longbowman. That's a lot of pikemen, which means a lot of torch damage. Italian players playing some passiveers, which are going to be only okay. Timmy has been of a crossbowman, which of course only okay. Outposting some damage. Longbowmen, of course, have pretty good damage and attack speed. Got the militiamen here, which are good. Italian player has 1 shipment available. Maybe the Halberdier shipment or the Falconet shipment. He has enough, maybe the Musketeer shipment. Go for more passiveers. Pikemen only destroyed a single outpost there, taking a lot of extra damage. Trying to torch down an Italian house, so actually putting in pop cap's not a bad idea. Italian player does have 10 villagers inside of here and is making good progress with sheep. Has 8 sheep at the moment. I thought he only had 5. Maybe his teammate found a handful of sheep and donated to him, which is probably a pretty good idea. If your teammate has a livestock market, or not livestock market, livestock pen, probably should just donate them the livestock. They're going to get more value out of it than you. Pikeman here. Ulan's going to get ripped apart. Massive ears and crossbow forward. Oh, that's what I'm seeing. Never mind, I'll worry about that a little bit later. Massive is pushed too far forward, needs to start hitting the longbowman. What I'm seeing here is you can see the heavy infantry multiplier is in front while the crossbow on the back. I wondered why that seemed different, because it's just in different order. Sorry, my mind's being a little bit stupid right there. Out of church here, deployed on in. Falcon is being shipped on in. He could go for some villagers. But I think he's saving up for the Albanian company. In 4 Bosniaks, 4 Stradits. A lot of mercenary heavy cav. Albanian company now pulling the field and may want to start. It does not have enough population space for a villager. It's a little bit over. Basilica now under fire. Falconets could push forward and starting protecting the building. Crossbowman advancing, taking out some of the crossbowmen. Which the heavy cav will be very useful against all of them. And falconets. Since villager's going to hit, the Basilica may go down, denying any sort of paper lancer shipment. Now we got some Open Cove Hussars, which are a native unit. They're like Hussars, similar damage. They have a charge attack doing double damage. The health are close to Ulans, so they're more close to the Ulans than Hussars, honestly. That charge attack there. Those falconets did not last very long. Hussars now engaging these villagers. Getting some good damage onto them. There's the mercenaries. Got some pikemen here. Then you hit those mercenaries. Those crossmen not gonna last very long. Credits are just basically a Hussar times 2 Hussar, while the Bosnak are a Lancer variant with a charge attack and promotions. Pikemen not properly pathfinding, so they can kill off while moving. Hussars there being pursued by the German pikemen, while got the passiveers engaging the longbowmen. Not great engaging pikemen like that, but the mercenaries do offer a flinch harder so they can kill the pikemen quicker before received damage. The player has lost his Basilica, so can't ship. You have to find his teammate to blow out some points for him. And the Topolkov Hussar is still causing issue. Got some halberdiers. Halberdiers are always a rare thing to see. Longbowmen, I would say, technically longbowmen not really a hard counter to the Hussars, not Hussars, to halberdiers with a low multiplier, but their really good range and really good attack speed is more or less a counter to halberdiers since they are slow. But they do have good health. More passiveers being employed in the field. No steel bolts, no heavy passives. We now have the Sergeant at Arms, which I have no idea what it provides for the Maltese. He's also going for Sentinels, which are a 2 population musketeer with slightly higher stats. They're cost effective, not population effective. So they're good in the early and mid game, but falls off pretty hard in late game, it seems like. I could be mistaken. coin shipment here for the German player, which maybe actually progresses age and get old. Actually, Team Cavalry Attack could be very useful, giving his teammate plus 10 attack on the Mercenary Cavalry. Probably other shipments will still pay out more dividends. If his teammate would have gone for a handful of Paper Lancers to go along with that, that would be another matter. The British player can now age up. He's aging up to Bishop, which allows him to move diagonally a little bit better. Luckily to them, their opponents are diagonal from them. Now Veteran Perseveres. As a Italian player, he's not been utilizing Lombards. I think he's just only going for one Lombard process the various shipments. The short term, since I have not mentioned anything on this replay or this cast, mentioned other casts. The only thing you should really manually deposit in Lombards is food. Everything else will not provide you a return on your villager work output. I have a slide. You guys want to see it? But I will go very in depth in that when my Italian video comes out. Got some hospitalers on the field to put these Ulan in the hospital. Or the grave, 1 to 3. Maltese going for more sentinels. Right now, the veteran sentinels, if I were to look at them, they have 31 damage, 242 health. I heard a fort, or was that commandery? That may have been just a commandery, which has the same effect, a sound effect. Which always annoys the crap out of me. Give it a different sound effect. Age 3, the Exile Prince, which I think is the fast age up, right? Yellow's not attacking, has some sort of aura absorption. Ah, the Trabants. A native Papal Guard. They have siege armor right now rather than range armor, which is interesting. There's good damage there. Veteran Perseveres. There's seen some fire throwers, which are, these guys are of course a light infantry grenadier variant. Yellow is going straight to torch down. He has a good amount of torch damage here to help control the production. Those Falconets have nothing to stop them, able to rip apart everything. His Mercenary Cavalry is starting to disintegrate, and looks like Team Northside has back to the game. Sandgrade saying, thank you for watching. On to the next play. Well, as I move inside, as I finish off one drink, on to the next. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires free replay. So on the bottom left side as the blue Indians, we have Apophis. I probably butchered that well enough. Spawn top right side as the red Portuguese. We've got Rodrigo. Butchered that well enough. I cannot pronounce anything right now. My lips are cracked, my voice, my throat is dry due to the extreme cold weather we've been having here. I actually got some wind burns in my face. This entire week, it was about anywhere from -2, or actually no, it's down to -5, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's been quite cold, and I have got some burns in my face because of it.
Huh? Adesh?
By the way, no deck selected just yet, as I butchered all my hockey. no deck select just yet. When it comes to natives and map, we got the House of Witten, will give you access a Trabant, a Papal Guard variant, and Saxon Cuirassier, a Cuirassier variant. And it looks like both of them House of Witten. Other things that can provide is an Age 2 port, and also some Giant Grenadiers, and cheaper age ups. I think this does provide you a profit if you go for it in Age 2. Definitely make age going from Age 3 to 4 definitely will make it cheap. Plus, gotta think to improve cavalry and shock armor. You know, well, whenever it says shock infantry armor, it means hand shock. Oh no, in this case, could mean shock infantry, because the upgrade like infantry breastplate that says improving hand infantry and hand infantry, foot archer, and shock infantry upgrade only applies to hand shock infantry, not to the incredibly rare range shock infantry. Federitas now being researched. Let's see, you got Federitas, Town Militia, Economic Theory, Land Grab. So we got Ultra Turtle Portuguese. That's going to be a fast fortress. What spies? Does he have Constable? Oh, Constable. Why does the time 6 spy research? Doesn't have agent. He doesn't have constables. Interesting. Either way, looks like he's going for Cazador Dragoon, light infantry, light cavalry. Portuguese gets out some very nice dragoons. But yeah, definitely gonna be fast fortress to say the least. Indian players aging up with the Agra fort. This position, this course will begin a good jumping off point. This also acts as a barracks and ships in 2 sepoys.
Yeah.
Once age up, he is going for the quartermaster, giving some wood. He does spot the augury fort. Lampio, Lampio, definitely a custom name. The Brahmins' names are randomly generated, looks like. Secondary towns are there, going for some wood. I suppose both tin mines are back here, nice and safe position. Don't have to go too far out for coin. Has the berries nearby. Maybe putting it right here would have been a little bit better. But he's doing a good job of herding the ibex towards town centers. Delicious ibex. I wonder how ibex actually taste. I don't think I've ever had goat before. How does elephant taste? I know I haven't had elephant before. Church. No church cards. Church is definitely an interesting option. Seaports straightforward. The covered wagon's almost fully filled. Villager can hit pretty hard there. Goes lose a villager. Nice pick. Oh, okay. He has got his coin shipment, just hasn't gathered on up just yet. You can try going for double militia. He has limited coin, but he may just go for that coin just for his age up. This town center has 2 villagers inside. This has 9, so he's sharing his 13 villagers. Losing that 1 villager does hamper his defense. Going for the town militia research. Improve his damage output from his town centers by 50%. Of course, that enables him to get conscription. Town militia being brought in there.
Sim.
Militiamen are excellent fighters. And there we go. He has stabilized. He can dispatch the villagers. Get some villager queues going. He needs more food. He, of course, needs a little bit more coin. There's 400, 100, so a little less than 600 coin. Which will not be enough coin to age on up. Going for a shipment of wood now. Maybe an outpost too can help him out. Outpost in the house, because he's almost a pop cap as well. More sepoys being brought on in. Let's see, maybe go for no recruits to have Rodialo siege damages. Siege damage. Brahmin's on a killing spree due to the fact that he has 2 AoE, pathetically bad 6 damage. Since the militiamen were down to 1 health, that 2 AoE just allow him to annihilate the militiamen. Of course, elephants are quite bloodthirsty beasts. I thought he had a bit more villagers. He had 25 population. Ah, yeah, the militiamen took a population there. Player has 25 village most, so he has more than his opponent. He has 2 town centers. He may want to get the auto repair going. It'll cost him 97 wood. I'd say it's worth it. Plus he does have Federitas as well. Give him a nice little trickle of all resources. And a very Italian flavored resources. Amount of resources. I just realized, what on earth is that skin? It makes a... I don't even know how to describe. A hippie pirate? I just see hippie pirate there. Jewish stars on his hat? The 6-sided stars? I don't know. I have no idea what to make of that skin. Is it bad that my mind, whenever I see a 6-point star, does that immediately think of a Jewish star? Because, let's be honest, what else has 6-sided stars? I don't know if that's a good or bad thought in my head. Either way, we now have the age up, the Exile Prince. Oh, 1 Brahmin's down here. Some delicious elephant he could try collecting up. Got a... How did the Portuguese player get a trading post down here? I can understand with the blue player being so aggressive. Maybe this guy is high out of his mind. Oh, got another clever wagon here. Blowing out some word helps procure more resources. Wouldn't be half bad. Be harder to detect. Where exactly? I'm not sure. Maybe next to a silver mine. Probably right around here seems a good spot. Maybe here? Then you could perhaps go for some basic walls here. By the way, the Portuguese player has reached his desired age. And now he's going to have a big problem with food production because having 3 town centers consumes a lot of food. You need at least what? Both villagers on food itself collecting? Age 3 is almost complete. Taj Mahal, I have... Doesn't provide him ceasefire? Yeah, grant ceasefire. So I guess may just go for the Taj Mahal for the 800 coin rebate. But ceasefire can be nice. Got some veteran Costadors now on the field. We're effectively a skirmisher with more extremes when it comes to health and resistances. Less health. And less health, 50% more range resist. so it makes it a bit more healthy resisting the course of range attacks, but of course makes it more vulnerable for versus melee attacks. Additionally, its cost is more similar to a musketeer. That's the real big benefit of the Cazador. Having it more weight in food makes it cheaper. We've got a Gurkha shipment there. He's in relationships with the Ottoman. Portzella de Santa Cruz now being built. Shipped on in from the shipment. So now he can establish a presence on the map. Going for something to engage the Agri Fort wouldn't be half bad, but remember as well, its damage output's only 25. It's not European fort levels as much as try to claim. It's like, oh, it's like a European fort. No, it's more close to an outpost with twice the amount of health. Because this is a fort, 150 damage versus 25. 3 attack speed, 3 attack speed. Yeah, the Agri Fort's just basically a glorified outpost. Glorified blockhouse, because I also can produce stuff. But still, putting Cazador's attack it, have horrible siege damage. Yeah, that's the problem going for a light army, a light cavalry, light infantry. You have no way to really destroy buildings quickly. No H2 or H3 mortar card. Not sure what factions can't get that one. Lance Connects could be useful. He does go for some halberdier shipments there, which offer good force damage. Additionally, Portuguese do get a Royal Guard variant of the halberdier. The only one who can. Gives them an H4. They can get what? Additional 10% health and damage. Modest amount, but not bad. But for now, they will fly the torches. We have some Gurkhas deployed in the field. The Indian light infantry unit. They have slightly less health than normal skirmisher. And let's see. Yeah, they have less range, more damage. Skirmishers have a base damage of 15 with a base range of 20. Gurkhas have 16, 18. So the closest comparison to them, they somehow sit in between a crossbowman when it comes to base damage. Yeah, granted crossbowman is a bad idea since they have the still times 2 multiplier. I guess the closest thing is Burkus Liguri, who also has 16 damage, but they have 20 range. But of course they only guard, so that's not a good comparison either. They're strong. Let's simply put, Burkus are a stronger light infantry unit with less range. Very simple. Alright, got some disarm sepoys now pulling in the field, going for more sepoys. Trying to get a good number of those Cazadors, so it's definitely not going to be a great company. Sepoys cost 700 or 70, 50. Skirmishers usually have a cost of 50, 65. So I think this will make the cost less, even though the skirmisher technically costs more on some total resources. Got a Manzabari unit here. Yep, we got a Manzabari sepoy. That explorer is gonna go down. Got some disciplined Mauthalts, which are heavy cavalry with lancer multipliers with a really good siege attack. Super heavy cavalry. Let's just leave it simple with that. Additional food required. He's trying to go for the shipment of Urmi swordsmen, which are infantry that's not classified as heavy, nor light, nor shock. And again, shock infantry are not classified as infantry either way. They're effectively a counter skirmisher unit or a lancer unit. I think they would get bonus damage with heavy infantry, right? Rather than just infantry. So they're closer to a Jaguar Prowler Knight? They're a weird unit. Also, they have absurdly high attack speed and 1 AoE. Yeah, they're effectively a melee skirmisher. Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it, because you see skirmisher multipliers at smaller percentages. Yeah, they're basically a melee skirmisher. And infantry, land, military. Seeing his opponent has mostly Costadors, those guys won't do bonus damage. The base damage is 25, which is actually... Wait. Hand attack does range damage. Okay, now that started turning my brain. I just realized that's actually hand attack symbol or range attack symbol. So they do range attack and melee doing skirmisher multipliers. Devil. They are Captain Reserve. There's not any proper target for them other than the Dragoons, which is not exactly easy for them to get on top of. They only have 4.5 moon speed. And they're still very vulnerable to organ guns because organ guns love to see any infantry organs. He's now falling back. Also, let's get a pretty good volley there. Barca's still age 2. And Halberdiers here do take a volley. House of Witten can now be claimed by blue. Lands connects being shipped on in. The Portuguese player is at maxed out population. Has 73 villagers for opponent's 57. So, once the lands connects upon field, Portuguese players should just be aggressive. Oh, was there a petard there? Yep, got multiple petards there. Augury Fort does go down. Quickly, I should not add. As petards, they do good damage. I was not paying attention to that, my apologies. You rarely ever see petards, so I'm always surprised. Range cavalry caracolade and counter infantry rifling gains the arsenal research. Huh? Advanced arsenal research. Doesn't have the advanced arsenal card. Got a handful of culverins to blood and field as well for counter artillery operations. Elephant push way forward, takes out some of the Costors. Taking a large amounts of fire because there's no anti-heavy cavalry attacks there until now. Hussars, everything. I want to see a massive engagement here. Seaports in general move order, that's not good. Culverins not doing much of this fight. Costors and Dragoons not being threatened at all. Roman swords are not engaging, but they're not engaging targets they want to engage. It looks like the Dragons were too close. They will go down. Organ guns will get overran. The army swordsmen push forward. Now they only have targets from them they would like to engage. They have a good amount of health as well, so they're very durable. 400 health at the moment. Let's find some of the villagers there. Rez is falling back, going for more Hussars, more Costadors. Needs organ guns. One has a very heavy infantry composition. He is trying to run over the Roman swordsman. Costadors are doing 18 damage per attack, while these guys would do a lot more. These boys do also have really high melee damage, close to, well, basically halberdier melee. There is, of course, age 4 at the moment. appreciating the company doing research. Red still overall getting overran. They're really high quality C4, just super overran his opponent. Could not defeat the Urmi Swordsman reasonable enough, it looks like in the end. Organ Guns could push forward. There's nothing here to stop the Organ Guns or quick close on top of them. Massive formation of these guys who get hit. Militiamen being brought on in. Urmi Swordsmen, of course, are still classified infantry, taking massive fire there. And they do range damage, so they're 75% range resist. Ooh, report the Urmi Swordsmen. That weird range attack is now causing issues for them. Dragoons straight forward. More Dragoons float over here. One Organ Gun remains, and they're like that. Blue's army got disintegrated by a handful of Organ Guns because he had no counter to them. The fort may still go down, protected by an outpost here. But the fort will get spit. More Organ Guns on the build queue. He has 67 villager versus 167. He has 1,000 export. He has an ally with the British. Going for now British Expeditionary Force. Looking at some red coats and a. See, he says, and a falconet. 2 Organ Guns here. All volley there. And now we've got a team card being shipped on in. Increase your entire team's unit hit points by and damage by 5%. Not a bad team card. Great way to support your entire team. They'll just here collecting some berries. C4s saying hi to them. Heck, there's a large amount of Portuguese villagers. That's actually going to cause a bit of problems. This is his only food source he has available at the moment. Red is going to run out of food very quickly. He sells the berry deposits back here. Villagers need to run away. The other villagers are going to be just fine enough for now. Town center has not been destroyed, but not going to be as hard point. Kosovo is being microed quite nicely right there. We're at 4.5 versus the C4 is just 4. Organ Gun gets good volley there. Ceasefire by blue. Ooh, nasty. Red is not running away fast enough. Kosovars don't have good melee damage, so having them engage in melee is not good. And this wall gonna spell game over for Red. That somehow ceasefire screwed over Red big time. And Red backs the game now. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Nasty ceasefire there. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on top left side as the blue Hausa, we got McCleave. Spawn on the bottom right side as the red Germs, we got Free Ape. Here's a map. We do have the House of Oldenburg giving access to the Royal Hunter. I also slash the Royal Huntsman. Villager hunting, food collecting villagers who also classifies as a counter skirmisher. And Northern Musketeers. For the other native, we do have the House of Vaza giving access for Arquebus and the Winged Bazaar. Hunting doggos being pushed by the German. We'll claim an early violin, so he killed off the magician in waiting. Village doggos being recent.
Menene labari?
Bereit.
Ah, is this a randomly generated name or not? That looks like spaces. Am I crazy? Does that look like 2 spaces rather than just 1 space?
Naam.
And we've got Bunga Bunga, which that's definitely 1 space. That's definitely 2 spaces. Gebhard Dullman. Hausa has a shipment available. What is for? It's for more villagers. Looks like overall standard house deck does have this card here. Enables Karuni Guard. Delivers 10 of them. Sets the influence cost to 110 and coin to 110. It says they are mercenary unit. I'm not familiar with this mercenary unit. Oh wait. Dragoons. So it's a dragoon mercenary? Ass probably have to be pretty nice mercenaries have that premium. 1-1. Yeah, I have no idea what type of deck that means. See, it does provide the princely Bavarian Chevalugers. Replaces your war wagons with naturalized Wilsonbach Chevalugers called Prince Chevalugers, which can be trained and upgraded. Also shifts the number of Chevalugers. The alternate war wagon. Quartermaster being aged up with. We do have the Moroccans here for some Moroccos. Marauding Musketeer does go down. We just leave the Plague Doctor. You get the No True Scotsman would drop his bagpipes here. But they're still worth 50 experience and 50 coin. Or wood. Our trading post now established by red in the center. House Kingdom being researched. It'll probably be complete exact right time from the age up. Give them access to University Builder and a Trade Builder. As well as a Senga Cattle Builder. Looks like red design for the other trade posts. Got double trade posts for the Germans. Not going for the safe trade post here. Going for the one that will provide more experience. Red spots it. He's getting on top of the treasure there. Red gets a kill there. Throwing some rounds into the Explorer. Or the Raz. Or is it the Emir?
Ja.
He could probably snipe the Coyote there. The Wolf. The local doggo. Monster. Doing the ATX work there. And we'll get 90 coin for that. Low Skulled Ring. Wait. Is that the Lord of the Rings ring? Or is that something else? It was protected by a bunch of dogs, so perhaps not. Probably references something else. As a Lord of the Rings ring should be protected by, should be a water treasure on a pond. Protected by something? I have no. Because that's how Golem got the ring. Him and his brother or friend found it at the bottom of the lake, and then he drowned his friend. slash brother. I forget what it was. Two free coolons cause some issues here, but nothing too significant. Certain player's going for some coin. He may be eyeing for an age up. He has a silver smith free card there. I don't think I really took a. I pretty much got distracted by this card here. So what's this going to be? A cavalry German deck. He does have some mercenary cavalry as well, and with a supplemented force by skirmishers. Got age 3 here for the Hausa, going with the Berbers, which you gotta know what he's going for. He's going to go for the Berber Camel Rider, which is a light range cavalry, which only can fight in melee to counter all the heavy cavalry he's going to be fighting against. That's my guess why he's aging up for the Berbers. Maybe some other reasons as well, I don't know off the top of my head, because I don't know all the age up. Or any really age up for any of the African kingdoms. The Emir course is a light range cavalry doing 50% damage versus heavy cavalry with 12 damage per attack. The equipment goes down there. Did of course get the Gasina age up shipment. Make Enkin Kanobas a staple unit. It must clear with 1 AoE with more health, less damage. Gunman is fighting the only way he knows with a gun. It's best to engage the gunman at melee because he has less damage in melee than at range because he is, of course, the gunman. Don't fight him where he's strong with his gun. There's a trading post here. Even for the torps. Enough influence for that. Maybe he's trying to go for something. Trading post has taken severe damage. Four does get a shot off there. Gulons, 1 does get picked off. Now have the ×5 villagers and the ×5 Girots. Hakan Kanovas now engaging Chevalugers. So he has gone for the princely Chevalugers pretty early. These guys here are a Dragoon class unit. Let's see. War wagons are a very expensive ×3 or 3 population light infantry light cavalry unit. These guys are just a 2 population light cavalry unit. 23 damage, just seems less than Dragoon. Dragoon's base damage is 22, so age 3-1 higher than 20 in comparison. Attack speed seems normal. Heavy, anti-heavy cavalry and hand shock are less. But their hand attack is really high, so these guys are more meant to be a melee cavalry rather than a range cavalry. And their health seems actually higher than normal than Dragoon. So yeah, the first Chevalugers is supposed to be a melee cavalry, not a range cavalry overall. But the Berber Camel Riders are also light cavalry, that's a melee cavalry entirely this time. Both sides have similar light cavalry. So these Berber Camel Riders, they do ×2 damage versus all cavalry, not just heavy, even though they're light cavalry. There's actually no tag of light cavalry. There's only a tag of light range cavalry, even though they're only a melee unit. They actually do really a high bonus damage versus all cavalry. So they're going to be a good counter the Chevalugers. Only do bonus damage versus heavy cav in melee. I'll push down south. Got a number of villagers here. Right AoE damage there. Those villagers did not last very long. Explorer trying to build a town center here. This guy's primary advantage is that one AoE. Explorer does get ransomed. I want that reclaimed to rebuild that building the town center. We've got 31 villagers versus 23. How many settler wagons is another matter though. Was that a wrong hotkey? Currently he's at... I clicked on too many. Oh well. Got these little knights here. Ulans seeing a lot of toots from their horns, reducing their capability. Purple Cameras do not want to get in melee against these guys. They do some less damage against light cavalry, and they see full damage in return. Of course, got another town here, bringing the town militia. A lot of heavy cavalry not hitting these skirmishers. Got another round of princely Chevlugers. Needs to stay at range against these cavalry units. Looks like all the Berber Cameras are now down. Lock and Canobas are pushing forward. They do plus have a bayonet. The militia is still alive. They're doing some great damage there. The militia men are excellent. Looking nice up to forward. Chevluger engaged in melee. Red will hold off. They took out all the militia. Or it does go down. It's at 7 out of 20 settler wagons, so add 7 down here. So 32 versus 33, so the village count are very similar. What's this card here? Sabotage enemy building, slowing considerable production. Cannot be used on a building that is already being affected by this ability. I have no idea how that ability gets casted. Is that a global ability? A big button ability? Or is that something from the Explorer or Emir? Snares being searched. Oh, that's the one I'm hearing. The Order of the Boss ability activated there, which will increase villager gathering rate and trickle gathering rate. These villagers are right now collecting up 0.75 gold per second at the mine, which was standard 0.6. He has no gold mining research. Still, that was a decent collection rate. Oh yes, it's like 25%. That's pretty good. But of course it's short, but it's a free big button ability. Can't be really demanding too much. So that alone probably may have provided the value of the trading post itself. Wait a second. Building trickle rate. That should affect the universities, right? Oh, that should be very nice to get in. But should not affect the livestock market, since these are provided by the cows themselves, but should affect it positively on the universities. Need to double check that next. Settlers now, or more skirmishers people in the field. Has a good number of Chevlugers, Ulans, and skirmishers. Got a decent amount of heavy cavalry here. Heavy cav, couple of Berbers, Girots, and heavy infantry. Heavy versus light. University has been built. And it looks like the coin livestock market has recovered. You may want to sell off some of the delicious cows with it. More Berber nomads being tricked on in. And Red is actually going to fill in some fishing boats.
Yeah.
Number of basic walls there, not a bad idea. Now bring in some German Black Riders as well as Doppelin soldiers. Doppelin soldiers and Aztec Skull Knights have the same basic attack. Aztec Skull Knights have also a massive charge attack, which makes them good. Doppelin soldiers in theory are good. I just haven't seen people actually use them. Additionally, their church research makes them stronger but slower. While the Skull Knights, in comparison, their temple H4 temple research makes them faster and more AoE. Yeah, Skull Knights is still better, but Doppelin Soldiers has potential. I also love the crap out of Skull Knights. Skull Knights are basically the Aztecs' ultimate furry. The human furry. Either way, we do now have the infantry force pushing way forward, light or cavalry force in the rear. Skirmishers getting a pretty good volley there. The Arcs pushing way forward as well. They are neither classified heavy nor light. They are classified as just infantry, so they're very vulnerable to artillery. Time for the cavalry go down to the light cavalry. Yep, a couple of Lithium Knights are going down, among other ones. Looks like the skirmishers is in general aim attack moving forward, while the light cavalry is being micro to focus on all the heavy cav. This area is very urbanized, so range will rain out. Implies a shipment available. Light cavalry do fall back. The light infantry is still doing some good work there. We've got some Lonnie archers, light for the Hausa, help engage all the light cavalry. He does pull back the light cavalry back here. Who's falling back? German player right now has 140 population versus the 194. It looks like overall the Germans did win the fight. German economy should be doing quite well. It has the settler wagons and now the fishing boats. And the fishing lines as well, going for the cavalry combat. Let's see. Back to Ulans. He's gonna run out of research. He get the eye in this age. He could either start getting some of the cavalry combat stuff. Silversmiths wouldn't be half bad right now either. Since these coin deposits are going to degrade pretty quickly, this will improve the yield of the coin deposit by 20%, as well as collecting 20% faster. I'm thinking Silversmith should be his next card he should bring on in. He also collected some Beluga. That doesn't affect Beluga, right? Only mines. I have a question. Are there a tag mine? Can't say for sure. Ulans do find some of these villagers. Very nice pick. Livid Knights trying to engage. Got some Job Riders to retaliate. Okay, he's going straight for the Belugas because he knows that he's running a coin on the side of the map, which probably is a good alternative to the Silver Smith.
Yeah.
Right now they're providing a 0.72, so that's effectively 12. Yeah.
Hello?
The most individually better, so that's 12 good villagers on coin. Helping with the economy out, and you can always still go for a handful of fishing boats for all the fishies. There's plenty of fish I'll see, but we do have have some canoes being put on the field. Fishing canoe named Canoe. Mostly it's not going to the last beluga. There may be a bit of a naval battle. I have no idea about Navy in this game. I don't play Navy. The only time I've ever used Navy is the campaigns. Which at that point in time, just get all the biggest ships and blow whatever individual ship that the AI deploy on the field. Because, let's be frank, most of the AI's competency comes from replace structures and units. Unless they're the attack waves. Siege drill, do now have the circular saw. Falconets being shipped on in well over here. Akananovas. More fishing boats. Those for refrigeration. Also going for some mills once he's out of fauna inside the map. He's containing space so can reach out and delicious meat on the field. Hopefully he's growing potatoes, going for this fish to get some fish and chips. I don't know what else is good with fish in general. No, seriously, what else gets served with fish? I don't really eat fish though, alive. Oh, plus I got a bit of sound bug up hearing. My apologies. Skirmish get a good volley there. Felony archers push away forward. Stopped by the skirmishers, no problem. We now have the artificial fertilizer being researched. And scientific expeditions can be a nice big button build to occasionally use. Get a free hot air balloon just for a free scout. Always very nice. Ooh, good hit on the cavalry getting hit by those falconets. Falconets do just good damage in general, as well as great damage versus infantry. 100 damage, 3 AoE. Those actually pose a threat against cavalry that gets funneled into a corridor. More Chevalugers, as well as more of the veteran skirmisher. Got some more Illithid Knights. Church is now being torched. He has no church card. More flying archers being put in by the house player. Got some culverins here. Red's doing some infrastructure. He's almost a pop cap as well. His opponent is not supposed to pop cap. The Red's army is almost maxed out. 52 versus 74. The military forces are probably similar sizes. I was going to go for some Royal Huntsmen. In actuality, Huntsman maybe not half bad. He can counter skirmishers against on the archers. Akananovas straight forward, flying archers as well. Light cavalry just firing away. They have nothing to really get directed hits there. They're just generally bulky in this situation. Flying archers straight forward, trying to hit the light cavalry. Looks like the skirmishers can overran. Red's culverins just seeing some damage, but that's not really a high priority target. He has no artillery in this region, not anymore. The light cavalry is starting to get ripped apart by all these forces. Knocked back in the corner. Culverins just firing away. Hits something. Red's villagers going from a bad angle. Maybe just trying to draw some fire. Nope. He's trying to embrace the Second Amendment. He is getting desperate for bringing the villagers like this. They have no blunderbuss research. They're doing bad damage of 3. So a good number of them went down there. 6 villagers versus 55. Hold a good number amount of his numbers. His number of fishing boats here,
Auftrag.
he's actually already eaten half the fish in the map, so he needs to cut back the fishing boat production, that's for sure. Doesn't Falconess being brought on in by the German player, Pielis and Mina, and more Akina Canovas and villagers. Looks like he has 2 town centers here. Ooh, massive hit there by the Falconets. Took out a good number of these Falconets do excellent work. Falconets may stabilize the situation for red. Just down to what, 1 Falconet remaining? But those Falconets did go ahead and give him enough breathing room. Pikeman on the field. I'm not sure why he went for Pikeman. He has a lot of food and wood. Crossbowmen would probably be better than pikemen. After all, even the heavy infantry units have better melee. Hell, even the Volani archers have better melee than pikemen. They have higher base damage, not to mention the multipliers. I don't understand why pikemen is so weak in base damage. It always feels weird that pikemen have worse melee damage than villagers in melee. Oh, that villager got nailed by culverins. They may not be effective versus villagers, but they can put holes into them either way. Red has stabilized thanks to those falconets. He's going for veteran pikemen. Okay. We'll help engage those elite raiders. We got some dwarves being employed in the field, which are infantry. Not heavy, not light, just infantry, so skirmishers will not counter them. Got now another town center being pulled up by red. Town center number 3. Our torches down. Raiders have decent torch damage. Pikemen. Ulans will push forward. I heard some farms being built, sound like. Maybe it was just some fields. Fields. Crossbowman Pikeman point field because he's not enough coin. He actually now has enough coin. In fact, he's almost had enough I think he's going for an age up. I don't know if an age up is a good idea at the moment. He's getting desperate, building mass pikeman crossbow, and now age up. Oh, he does have veteran pikeman. Does he have veteran crossbowman? I don't even know where he's building the crossbowman at. There's 5. Yep, they are veteran crossbowmen. He is not aging at the moment. He spent all his coin on something. He's going for the higher balls next. He spent his coin on the balls next rather than the age up. Probably a better choice. Raiders push forward. He's placed there on those various villagers. Gonna pike in there, now engaging the cavalry, and they will recall the cavalry. Pikemen good at 2 things: killing cavalry and killing buildings. But they get ripped apart there because Anakin Panobos have that 1 AoE and they're very stacked up there. Taking massive AoE damage. More crossmen deployed on in. Go for another round of pikemen. There's the Bosniaks, which are 7 Lancer mercenaries. With promotion capability, and I think they have a charge attack as well. There's some Zuovs, which the Lancers will do more damage to since they're classified as infantry, not as heavy infantry. Lancer will go down, got some pike in here, crossbow in here. The German player is now aging up to the Tycoon. He has a
Yeah.
fishing post on this coin deposit as well. Grappling eating all the fish, I see, but once there's actually very little fish left out here. Once all the fish gets eaten, then the German colonies will come pretty big standstill. He has 23 of his villagers out at sea, so that's one. Let's see, 23 minus 12, so that's 11 villagers, so it'd be out a fifth of his economy. Tycoon, of course, will give him 1,000 coin rebate. That's probably what he needed for. Though maybe the Falconet one wouldn't be half bad as well. Don't know what alterations that the Germans can get. Engineer seems like a pretty common one. He's good hits on the Berber Riders since they're light cavalry. They will take bullets from the crossbowmen. But these crossbowmen getting massive AoE damage from the musketeers, from these Akan Kanobas. They're doing better work against crossbowmen, allegedly their counter, thanks to the one AoE. There's the age up. Bringing mass amount of pikemen, has heavy cannon research. I think 2 heavy cannons would be the way to go. Heavy cannons. Oh, he also stole some of the coin. Oh, nope, he did not manage to get any coin. Yes, he stole 500 coin in this one here. I don't know if he did that on purpose, trying to steal his opponent's coin like that, but look, he almost did. Between some heavy cannon and some skirmishers, he has a Royal Guard variant, the Needle Gunners, improving their attack speed by a little. And we also got some armored Fusiliers here. Heavy infantry, musketeer variants, immense melee armor, and of course the damage absorption. We got the battleship, which is probably from the British allies, I'm guessing. That could kill off the fishing boats. That would deny a third of the German economy. Heavy cannons are here. Excellent anti-infantry units, doing up to 60 damage per shot against them. Raiders can't really push forward. There's way too much mass right here. Both their military force size are quite similar, but German colonies be taken very quickly with that battleship. That's a canoe. And there's some fishies. The battleship needs just to attack move over here, clean up all the fishing boats. A lot of coin here. Maybe mercenary is the way to go then, if for that much coin. Don't know if he has a tavern on the field. Next shipments should probably be the factory, because I think heavy cannon production will be excellent. Though then again, I'm just biased towards heavy cannons. German players down to very little fishing boats, 5 out of 99, but still has a sizable armor push forward with a good number of pikemen and heavy cannons, so he has a lot of siege damage here. Got now the Akin. Wait, so it can get a age 3 battleship? I did not know that. Making an H3 battleship? Sorry, I'm so caught up on that fact. No needle gunner research just yet. Sure have enough resources with needle gunners. Is the battleship? No, that's definitely nothing else a cause with the battleship. And nothing says battleship here. I can push way forward. Got a number of these skirmishers here. More elite lifted and nice being deployed on it. Got Mercantilism. Don't know if that's a good idea. That will give him more shipments. Now he's almost out of his coin, and remember as well, now out of Beluga. Does have some plantations going on up. Right now they're providing 0.55, which is not good. Going for the homesteading. His 2 heavy cannons still alive. He's trying to take them out now. He may get 1. Heavy cannons do have a heavy amount of health. And there's enough there to engage stop those raiders. Only got half damage on one of them as well. Got some culverins here. They'll do 200 damage per shot against artillery. Which these guys have nearly 500 health, so they'll take 3 shots. I assume they're at full health. Intent. Heavy cannons falling on back. If I were to highlight the floor both, it tells me in the average health. Paid attention to that. Oh. Refineries not being resourced. Factory 1 deployed in the field. Factory 2 down the way. Ora Vaza now deployed on the field. May improve the university income. Yes, it looks like it does. This is by 10%. Good damage there. A very fine code's being researched by the German player. I'm so surprised he hasn't got that research already. Factory wagon. Heavy cannons could be brought back here to engage the battleship. I think heavy cannons are good against battleships. Honestly, I don't remember what's good and not good against ships. I know culverins are. I forget what else. Actually set the coin. Going for steam powered as well, which should give me more coin. Don't know if we've done our research. Why he's prolonging that? There's a lot. The Hasua player has quite a bit of food and coin at the moment. Don't think it's going to be eyeing for Imperial Age, but he's on his way to that. German player has a lot of resources stockpiled up as well. Going for some. It's not a bad idea. Elite Lifted Knights here. Back to the expedition, so there's now a red hot air balloon flying about. There it is. Hot air balloons are classified as sea stealth as their unit tags. Good volley there. Ooh, great splash damage as well, though. A round did ricochet. Massive damage there. I always forget that the things can double splash. I don't know if it always does that or does it sometimes, but it does cause immense damage. There's also a hole right there. Also, some of these walls are severely damaged. Bones push forward. One heavy cannon does go down. Do finally have the needle gunner. And there goes the walls. Seemed pretty cinematic there, how they were walking through the exploding debris. Needle gunners, of course, now have a slight bit extra attack speed to go along with their extra guard strength. Guard Ulans push right forward. I'm not ready to go for anything more advanced than regular Ulans. Get whatever units you get free, since finding good enough of musketeer variants. Heavy cannons have gone down. Lifted Knights push right forward. He has nothing to stop these heavy calves. Pulling back down these walls. I think damage there from those culverins. Their one AoE is doing decent work, plus these guys do have one AoE as well. More needle gunners being put on the field. Oh, I think I heard a big cannon. Yeah, there's the mortar. Howitzer. Alright, the sound bug appearing. There's not much I can do that. Prussian Uhlans now being pulled on the field. As we got villagers getting annihilated by the Akinkanobas. Akinkanol Kanabe research has been complete, which should provide him one gold mine. Yep, one gold mine card here, gold prospector. And now, of course, got the Polish winged hussars. 7 Polish winged hussars, 7 royal guard, which there are House of Vaza here, so this will put them up to guard variant, which also could give him some royal arquebus mix on in if he had this allied. Now he has some winged hussars mix on in. More Uhlans being deployed on in. "48 villagers versus 8 hanging." Crop rotation being researched as well. Looks like the Historia player is trying to play some Age of Empires 2, not 3. Culverins engaged in town center. Got the howitzer here. Fires a shot. Range wars as well. Also plays that max up population. Prussian German player is not. Sorry, I say Prussian because all of the units are now Prussian. Prussian needle gunners, Prussian Uhlans. Here comes the heavy cav, engaged by the heavy cav. Needle gunners push forward, getting some damage. Got the wing guard hussars versus the wing guard hussars. Got a handful of crossbow mix on in. The Prussian Uhlans now engaging. Liffin Knights getting confused, surrounded, so they quickly taken out. Villager firing her blunderbuss as well. Needle gunners push forward, does take out the backline Akinkanobas. Looks like Blue's cavalry will be disintegrated by Red's cavalry. Red's cavalry simply here in larger force. And now you can push on forward here, take out all the artillery. Maybe get the House of Vaza, since he already has some type of guard, thinks that's shipment as well. He has a lot of cavalry-based cards as well, or at least cavalry combat, so the winged hussars wouldn't be half bad. He has a bit of wood as well, so the royal arquebus, that costs wood, right? Yes, so maybe some royal guard arquebus wouldn't be half bad. As a supplementary force, that costs, since he already has. And seeing he's also got all the skirmisher upgrades, it'll be fully kitted out as well. Akinkanova is getting ripped apart there. Red has a sizable army, 172 population versus 152. So Blue's quickly recovering, but remember as well, he has more population to be locked away in villagers. Good number of these needle gunners, and a couple of the veteran crossbow existing for them. They're doing their part. More pikemen being pulled in the field, all to help engage the cavalry, since most of his force is light infantry, but their torches are always quite nice as well. Got a good number of fields up here. Champion raiders there, more champion raiders right there. German cavalry being high damage means he's able to disintegrate them pretty quickly, and even though skirmishers are not good for heavy cavalry, get enough of them, they will one-shot heavy cavalry as such. There's some guard wing hussars which have 4 AoE charge attacks, doing some pretty good damage there. And their hand attack is also 1 AoE as well, but it's not here in large enough numbers. More Ulans here. And those units are just being moved forward. And looks like blue does back of the game. This and great saying question on the next replay. That's probably my last replay for tonight. My voice is starting to go out, so everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.